All right, flavor crew, buckle up. We're going full fizzy nostalgia mode today, and we're tackling a question that has divided soda lovers, diners, soda fountains, and backyard barbecues for generations. Which root beer reigns supreme? This isn't just a taste test, this is a mission. And trust us, by the end, you're going to feel that root beer flavored patriotism deep in your soul. Welcome back to KamikazeFood, the fearless taste squad diving into the weirdest, wildest, and most nostalgic bites and sips from food history to the grocery aisles. If you're into flavor mysteries, snack nostalgia, and edible experiments nobody asked for but everyone needs, you're in the right place. Make sure you hit subscribe so you don't miss what we put our taste buds through next. So today we're taking on a bubbly legend. We're lining up the contenders. We're talking creamy heads, wintergreen notes, frothy nostalgia, and that iconic sassafras meets vanilla meets magic in a frosted mug goodness. Root beer has roots, literally, and stories. By the end of this video, we're going to declare once and for all which root beer is the undisputed king. And yes, before we reveal the champion, we're going to uncover a weird little secret about root beer flavoring that most people have no idea about. All we're saying is, the ending is going to make you question everything you thought you knew about root beer. Stay with us. So, what even is root beer really? Because, depending on who you ask, it's either the nectar of soda heaven or a liquid that tastes like someone carbonated toothpaste and nostalgia and shook it up in a mason jar. Historically, root beer didn't even start out carbonated. It was basically a medicinal root tea. Sassafras, sarsaparilla, wintergreen, birch bark, spices, herbs, brewed by indigenous communities long before settlers showed up. Eventually, some genius added bubbles and sugar and said, "Yeah, that'll be $1.25. Boom! American classic. Root beer became the soda fountain drink of choice. Baseball games, barbershops, picnics, diners with chrome stools. Nothing says summer freedom like a frosted mug sweating in the sun. And then came the brands, the legends, the icons, each one swearing they were the real root beer. But today, we put that claim to the test. We're blind tasting. No labels, no loyalty, no mercy. We brought in some of the most iconic names. A&W, the creamy diner classic. Mug, the bulldog bad boy with a sweet tooth. Barq's, the only root beer out here talking about caffeine like it's at a frat party. Dad's, the vintage throwback with big nostalgia energy. IBC, the fancy bottle you drank when you wanted to feel like a classy 8-year-old. And let's be honest, everyone has a favorite, and everyone is absolutely convinced theirs is the best. But today, we're doing this scientifically. Well, as scientifically as two unhinged snack enthusiasts hopped up on carbonation and childhood memories can be. We start sipping, and instantly, differences smack us in the face. Some root beers are heavy on the vanilla. Some lean wintergreen. Some hit with spice, almost like a cola decided to get weird in a forest. Some are smooth like melted ice cream. Some are sharp and bitey like they want to fight you behind a gas station. And there's this moment, you know the one, where root beer nostalgia just punches you in the brain. Suddenly, you're at a pizza buffet in the 90s with red plastic cups. You're holding a soggy bottom paper plate covered in breadsticks and regret, and everything feels right in the world. Root beer isn't just a soda, it's a time machine. But this is where it gets juicy, the controversy. Because here's the twist. Real sassafras, the OG flavor that basically defined root beer for centuries, was banned by the FDA in 1960 because of a compound called safrole. It was linked to cancer in lab rats when consumed in huge amounts. So, modern root beer, it's all artificial sassafras flavoring or saffrool-free extracts now. That's right, the original flavor is technically illegal now. So, the drink that built soda fountains had to reinvent itself, and every brand took its own path. Which explains why no two root beers taste the same anymore. Some brands leaned vanilla, some leaned wintergreen. Some ditched the herbal taste entirely and said, sweet, creamy, fizzy, done. So, back to our testing. We sip, swish, analyze, pretend we're sommeliers but with sticky fingers and sugar buzzes instead of wine notes. And as we go, something becomes obvious. Not all root beers are created equal. Some are nostalgia bombs. Some are dessert in liquid form. Some are loud and spicy, and occasionally one slides across your tongue like carbonated mouthwash and betrayal. But we push on for science, for truth, for you. And now, the final three contenders emerge. A&W, smooth and creamy like a vanilla ice cream cloud. Barq's, sharp, caffeinated, and confidently screaming bite. Dad's, old school vibes with that perfect sweet spice balance. We debate, we sip again, we argue, we threaten to arm wrestle. The air is thick with anticipation and sugar. Frosted mugs clink, taste buds tremble, and then we crown the winner. But before we announce the champion, here's that weird little truth we teased earlier. Root beer foam, that thick, creamy head, isn't just carbonation. Many brands use yucca extract or quilea bark, yes, the same stuff sometimes used in fire extinguisher foam, to make that signature froth. Bet you didn't see that one coming. So, drum roll, clenched fists, soda-scented drama. The winner, the definitive king of root beer in our official, extremely scientific, totally unbiased taste test is A&W. Why? Smoothest, fullest, most nostalgic, most yes, this is what summer tastes like experience. That classic creamy vanilla finish just hits. It's the frosty mug champion, the drive-in hero, the undefeated creamy crowned king. Barq's came close. If root beer had a rebellious teenager phase, Barq's is it. Sharp, bold, caffeinated, ready to party. Dad's, solid nostalgia vibes, a gentleman, a scholar, a root beer you sip while swinging on a porch in July. But A&W, that mug never lies. So, root beer lovers, your turn. Do you agree? Did we choose correctly? Or are you already running to the comments to yell, IBC forever, you monsters? Tell us your ride or die root beer brand, and if you're one of those root beer tastes like mint cough syrup people, we respect your wrong opinion. Hit the like button if you felt a fizzy spark of childhood during this video, drop your root beer loyalty below, and if you want to watch us dive into more nostalgic drinks, questionable snacks, and flavor mysteries, you know what to do. Until next time, Flavor Crew, stay bold, stay curious, and keep sipping dangerously.